Michael Rubenfeld. Michael Rubenfeld has been the artistic producer of the Summer Works Theatre Festival since 2008. He's also a Dora-nominated playwright, actor, director, and independent producer. Most recently, he co-created The Book of Judith with Sarah Gardner Stanley. He will be touring this work with the company he co-artistic directs with Stanley, Self-Conscious Theatre. He's the former co-artistic director of Absent Omen Theatre with Hannah Moscovich, and an acting graduate from the National Theatre School of Canada. He can be seen performing in the upcoming production of Our Class, co-produced by Studio 180 and the Canadian Stage Company. He will also be reprising his role in Yehud for the Pasmarai Magnetic North remount. Did I pronounce all those things right?
Pretty good.
Welcome, Michael.
Thank you. Ever notice how embarrassing having your bio read is? It's so embarrassing. It's true. So I don't know if you heard, I have almost no relationship to dance at all. I'm in the theater world, which is kind of why I'm really excited to be here. How many people know what the Summer Works Festival is? Oh, great. How many of you have ever considered applying? Oh yeah? How many of you have ever applied? That's cool. Okay, that's good. So I'll just talk briefly about the festival and festivals in general. When I graduated from school, I wasn't really sure what to do or how to continue to develop as an artist. And so then I started to do work at the Summer Works Festival. I think my first one was in 2003, and it was an opportunity to be able to produce my own work for very little money. I never really lost any money, and I always had audiences. And the first time I did that, I realized, well, why wouldn't I do this? Because it felt like a big secret or something. So I ended up doing it for 5 years in a row, and I turned into it allowed me to become the artist that I ultimately became. So I decided I wanted to be a playwright, and so I wrote a play and produced it at the festival. I didn't like the way it was directed, so the next year I directed a new play that I had written, and then all of a sudden I was a director. I had only studied to be an actor, and that was the other thing that I realized, is that I wanted to do more than just be an actor. I didn't want to just define myself as an actor, but I only had a diploma that said I was an actor. So I had to find another way to define myself or to train myself, and that's what was so great about the festival. And then at a certain point I said, all right, the only thing I've not done is run it. And then 3 months later it came up for grabs, and I applied and I got it, and I've been running it now. This is going into my 4th year. And I guess one of the reasons that it's cool to be here is because one of the issues that I have in just the way that we define art as a practice, particularly here, is that we're really segregated. The cultures are really segregated. Meredith at the back of the room, and I have had many conversations about this. So one of the questions I have is why is dance not theater? Like why is dance not theater? It's performance. And so one of the things that I'm trying to do with the festival is shifting it. It will always be the Summer Works Theatre Festival, but I'm considering it I think of it as a performance-based festival. And one of the ways that I need help is I need members of your community to start applying to the festival that I run, so that we can start to shift the kind of work that happens. Now, we are a theater festival, so if you were to give me something that has absolutely no narrative and another person has a narrative, as theater artists, we don't understand really how to adjudicate dance, because we're not. We're trained in the art of like narrative-based theater. So that's just sort of something to consider. So if that was something that you were interested in exploring narrative within your work, a place like the festival that I run is somewhere that you could possibly explore that work. Yeah, and I just think that, I mean, it's a concentrated way to see a lot of work. And are you going to ask me a question, or are you going to ask me to it's also, what's also great about a festival is before I had actually run it, I would just go, and I continue to try and go to festivals around the country. I can speak towards theater because I don't know as much about dance, but I go to the Magnetic North Theater Festival in Ottawa, and I go to the Push Festival when I can, and I just go because it's usually I'll only go if it's adjudicated. The Summer Works Festival is adjudicated, entirely adjudicated, unlike the Fringe, which is an equally amazing festival, but it's kind of more like you never know what you're going to get. But at the Summer Works, we're currently like pouring through a couple hundred scripts right now to choose. It's just a great way to learn. So I encourage you to come to Summer Works this year, whether you're interested in being a part of it or not. That's it.
Thank you, Michael. So next we have Apolonia Velasquez. Originally from Montreal, Apollonia's dance training and passion for different dance styles has allowed her to be part of several stage and commercial projects. She was featured in commercials for So You Think You Can Dance Canada, Bell, Nike, and Virgin Mobile. She's also worked on stage and in music videos along artists such as Katy Perry, Sean Desmond, Masari, Eva Avila, Corey Lee, Thunderheist, and Denoche. She's performed, battled, and competed internationally. Renowned for her stage presence, freestyle skills, and versatility, she also stands out for her unique choreography. As artistic director of Gadfly, she brings together a carefully crafted blend of contemporary and urban dance influences. She's a passionate dancer, choreographer, and educator, thankful to have learned and exchanged with some of the most trustworthy professionals out there, and is eager to share her knowledge and savoir-faire with others. Welcome, Apolonia.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay, well, for me, just today I'm more speaking for the commercial world, whatever that means. It's kind of broad. But that's definitely what I've done for the longest time. I mean, although I do more choreography now and I have my company and all that, the first few things that I did were commercial things, so music videos, like she mentioned, commercials, TV and all that stuff. I think it'll be more effective when you have questions for me for this topic specifically, but I mean the things that we could cover, you know, what is it to do non-union work versus union? I'm sure you want to know, how do we get auditions, or how can we get more work? There are so many options, I think, especially now with all the social networks, things have become, I think, way easier to find through that. In terms of, I mean, so many things to cover, but auditioning, knowing exactly what field you want to do. There's also the topic of the rates in the commercial world and what you're willing to do for your resume or not. That's another thing that you might ask. I feel like I want to wait for your questions to answer, if that's okay.